Waking up once in the middle of the night to use the bathroom? That's pretty normal, especially as we get older. But here's the truth. When it happens over and over again, it's not just about losing sleep. It could be your body waving a big red flag. And ignoring that flag might cost you your health. Think about it. How many times have you told yourself, it's just aging, nothing to worry about? Well, not always. For seniors, frequent nighttime urination, or nocturia, can sometimes point to much more serious problems. We're talking about issues with your heart, your kidneys, even your prostate. And the scary part? Many people miss the warning signs until it's too late. In this episode of the Senior Podcast, we're going to uncover the top warning signs that mean you should see a doctor immediately if you're waking up too often at night to pee. These are the signs most people overlook, but they can make the difference between early treatment and long-term complications. So, if you, or someone you love, has been struggling with restless nights and endless bathroom trips, don't skip this. Let's dive in. Now here's the thing. Not every trip to the bathroom at night means danger. Sometimes it's just too much tea or water before bed, and that's an easy fix. But when the pattern keeps repeating night after night, your body may be trying to tell you something more serious. The challenge is this: many seniors assume it's just part of getting older. They ignore it, they push through the tired mornings, and they accept poor sleep as normal. But the truth is, constant night urination can hide silent health problems. And those problems don't go away on their own. So how do you know when it's time to stop guessing and actually see a doctor? That's the key question. And the answer comes down to recognizing the warning signs your body gives you. These are not random, they're clues, and if you catch them early, you protect your health. In the next part, we'll break down the top red flags. Each one is a clear signal that something isn't right, and it's time to take action. If you or someone close to you deals with frequent nighttime trips, listen closely. These signs matter and they could change everything. Sign number 1. Waking up more than 3 to 4 times a night, night after night. Let's start with the first warning sign. If you find yourself waking up more than 3 or 4 times every single night just to pee, and this happens for days or weeks in a row, it's not something to ignore. 1 or 2 bathroom trips at night, that can be normal. Maybe you drank a little too much water, maybe you had coffee late in the evening, or maybe you just have a small bladder. But once the number climbs higher, when your sleep is constantly broken, your body is telling you something is wrong. Think about what happens when you wake up 4, 5, even 6 times in a single night. You don't get deep sleep, you feel drained in the morning, your memory slips, your mood changes. Over time, this cycle wears you down, and it affects every part of your health. Here's the scary part. Frequent nighttime urination is often linked to hidden health problems. It can signal issues with your kidneys, your bladder, or your prostate. In some cases, it can even be an early warning sign of diabetes or heart failure. And because the symptoms start small, many people think it's nothing serious. But picture this. Night after night, you're up at 1 a.m., 3 a.m., 5 a.m. By sunrise, you've only slept in short fragments, never reaching the deep rest your body needs. You feel tired, but you brush it off. You tell yourself, that's just aging. Yet inside your body, something bigger could be going on. For seniors, the line between normal and danger is thin. 3 or 4 bathroom trips might seem harmless, but when it's consistent, it's a signal. Your kidneys may not be filtering correctly, your bladder may be overactive, or your prostate may be enlarged. And each of these conditions requires medical attention. The problem is, many older adults accept this as part of life. They joke about it, they buy night lights for the hallway, they adapt instead of asking why. But ignoring the root cause can make things worse. Untreated prostate enlargement can block urine flow, kidney disease can progress quietly, diabetes can damage blood vessels before you even realize it. Let's be clear, if you're getting up once or twice a night, and it only happens once in a while, that's usually fine. But if you're waking up 3, 4, or more times every night for a week or longer, that's your red flag. So what should you do? The first step is awareness. Track your nights, notice the pattern, and don't assume it's just age. The second step is to talk to your doctor. A simple checkup, some basic tests, and you'll know whether it's a lifestyle issue or something more serious. Remember this, your sleep is not a luxury, it's medicine. When frequent bathroom trips steal that rest, your body pays the price. So if you or someone you love is waking up too often at night, don't ignore it. 3 or 4 trips every single night is a warning sign. Listen to it, act on it, and protect your health before it's too late. Sign number 2, pain, burning, or blood when you urinate. Now let's move to the second warning sign. If every bathroom trip feels painful, if you feel a burning sensation when you pee, or if you ever notice blood in your urine, that's not just uncomfortable, that's dangerous. Let's start with pain and burning. Many people think it's just a bladder infection, and yes, sometimes it is. But here's the problem: even a simple infection can spread fast if you ignore it. In seniors, the immune system is weaker, so bacteria can move from the bladder to the kidneys, and that can turn into a serious, even life-threatening problem. Think about how you feel when it burns every time you urinate. You hesitate to drink water because you don't want to pee again, but that only makes things worse. Your body becomes dehydrated, your urine gets more concentrated, and the burning intensifies. It's a cycle that doesn't stop unless you treat the cause. Now let's talk about blood in the urine. Even a small trace of blood is a red flag. It might come from a urinary tract infection, or from kidney stones scraping the lining of your bladder. But it can also point to something more serious like bladder cancer or kidney disease. And here's the truth: blood in the urine is never normal. Not once, not ever. Imagine this: you look down and see pink, red, or even brown-colored urine. It shocks you, but maybe you tell yourself, it's probably nothing, maybe it will go away. That delay can be dangerous. By the time the bleeding stops, the problem underneath may still be growing. For men, painful urination can also be tied to prostate issues. An enlarged prostate or even prostate cancer can block urine flow, cause straining, and lead to infections. For women, burning urination can be connected to hormonal changes or chronic bladder inflammation. Either way, ignoring it means the condition gets worse, not better. Let's not forget the emotional impact. Constant pain when you pee makes you anxious, frustrated, and exhausted. You start avoiding fluids, you dread the bathroom, and your quality of life goes down. Seniors often think they have to live with it, but the reality is these symptoms are treatable when you catch them early. So here's the rule: if you ever feel burning or pain when you urinate, or if you ever see blood in your urine, don't wait. Don't hope it will disappear, don't chalk it up to aging, and don't try to self-medicate with home remedies. The smart move is to see a doctor immediately. Your doctor can run simple tests, check for infection, look for stones, or scan for tumors. Early detection means easier treatment, fewer complications, and a better chance at full recovery. Remember, your body speaks through symptoms. Pain and burning are not whispers, they're alarms. Blood in the urine is not a small detail, it's a flashing red light. So if you or someone you care for has this experience, take it seriously. Don't delay, don't downplay, act fast. Because when it comes to your urinary health, quick action can be the difference between a simple treatment and a life-changing illness. Sign number 3, trouble starting, weak stream, stop-and-go flow, or feeling like you didn't empty your bladder. Now let's talk about the third warning sign. If you find it hard to start urinating, if your stream feels weak, if the flow stops and starts again, or if you finish but still feel like you need to go, that's not normal. These are clear signs that something is blocking or weakening your bladder function. Think about it. A healthy bladder should empty smoothly with steady flow and leave you feeling relieved. When that doesn't happen, your body is telling you there's an obstruction, or your bladder muscles are struggling. For men, the most common reason is an enlarged prostate. The prostate sits around the urethra, and when it grows, it squeezes the passage like a tight ring, slowing everything down. You might notice yourself standing longer at the toilet, waiting for the flow to begin. When it does start, it feels weak and you push harder just to keep it going. Sometimes the stream stops, then starts again like a faucet that keeps clogging. And when you finally finish, you still feel pressure, like your bladder isn't empty. That lingering sensation makes you restless, and often you end up going back again a few minutes later. For women, these symptoms can happen too, often linked to bladder prolapse, weak pelvic muscles, or scarring from infections. No matter the cause, difficulty with urination is never just aging, it's a red flag. Why is this dangerous? Because incomplete emptying of the bladder can cause serious problems. When urine stays trapped, bacteria grow and infections become more common. Over time, the bladder wall can stretch, the kidneys can be damaged, and the risk of long-term complications goes up. Many seniors don't talk about this. They're embarrassed, or they think it's just something they have to accept. But hiding the problem doesn't make it go away. In fact, waiting only gives the underlying condition more time to get worse. Imagine this scenario. You wake up at night, head to the bathroom, and spend 5 minutes just trying to start the stream. When it finally comes, it's weak, stop and go, and by the time you crawl back into bed, you still feel like you need to pee. That frustration steals your sleep, your energy, and your confidence. Now, add in the medical risks. An untreated enlarged prostate can block urine completely, turning into an emergency where you can't pee at all. Chronic incomplete emptying can damage the kidneys silently, without obvious pain until it's advanced. And infections from trapped urine can spread to the bloodstream in severe cases. The truth is, modern medicine has many solutions. From medication that relaxes the prostate, to therapies that strengthen bladder muscles, to simple procedures that restore normal flow. But the key is recognizing the problem early and speaking up about it. So here's the bottom line. If you're struggling to start urinating, if your stream is weak, if it stops and starts, or if you constantly feel like you didn't empty your bladder, don't ignore it. Don't adapt, don't suffer in silence, and don't assume it's harmless. These are not small inconveniences, they are signals. Talk to your doctor, get checked, and find the cause. Because when your bladder struggles, your whole body feels the impact. And when you fix the problem, you don't just improve urination, you protect your kidneys, your sleep, and your overall health. Sign number 4, swelling in the legs, ankles, or sudden belly bloating. Now let's move to the 4th warning sign. If you notice your legs or ankles swelling, or if your belly suddenly looks larger and feels heavy, this is not just about age or weight. This kind of swelling, also called edema, can be a sign of serious hidden problems in your body. Let's start with the feet and ankles. Imagine slipping off your socks at the end of the day and seeing deep marks pressed into your skin, or noticing that your shoes feel tighter than usual. That swelling is fluid, and your body doesn't collect fluid without a reason. Often it's your heart or kidneys struggling to keep balance. When the heart isn't pumping strongly, fluid builds up in the lower body. When the kidneys can't filter well, excess fluid stays in the tissues. In both cases, the swelling you see on the outside is really a warning about trouble on the inside. Now think about the belly. If your abdomen suddenly looks bigger, feels stretched, or makes you uncomfortable, that's fluid too. It can build up quickly, making you feel heavy, short of breath, or unable to eat much. For seniors, this can be a sign of advanced heart failure, liver disease, or kidney failure. Here's why this is so important. Swelling is often ignored at first. People say, it's just from standing too long, or, maybe I ate something salty. But when it keeps coming back, when it gets worse over days or weeks, it's a signal. And ignoring it can lead to dangerous complications like fluid in the lungs, severe shortness of breath, or permanent organ damage. Picture this. You wake up one morning and notice your ankles are thick, puffy, and soft to the touch. Later that week, you realize your pants feel tight around the waist, even though you haven't gained weight. You feel heavier, more tired, and maybe you wake up at night gasping for air. These are not small problems, they are signs your body is struggling with fluid overload. The connection to nighttime urination is clear too. When you lie down, fluid in your legs returns to the bloodstream and then to the kidneys, which makes you pee more at night. That's why swelling in the day often means endless bathroom trips at night. For seniors, this creates a dangerous cycle. Swelling leads to more urination, broken sleep leads to weakness, weakness leads to less activity, and less activity makes swelling worse. Without treatment, the body just keeps slipping into deeper imbalance. But here's the good news. If caught early, swelling can be managed. Doctors can check your heart, kidneys, and liver with simple tests. Medications, diet changes, and medical treatments can reduce fluid, protect your organs, and restore comfort. The key is not waiting until it's severe. So remember this, swelling in the legs, ankles, or belly is never just cosmetic. It's not just age, not just salt, and not just standing too long. It's your body sending a loud warning, telling you that something deeper is happening. If you or someone you love notices this sign, don't ignore it. Write it down, pay attention, and talk to a doctor. Because acting early can protect your heart, your kidneys, your sleep, and your life. Sign number 5, constant thirst and frequent urination, both day and night. Feeling thirsty once in a while is normal, especially after exercise or hot weather. But when you feel thirsty all the time, even right after drinking, and you also find yourself running to the bathroom over and over, both day and night, this is a warning sign that should never be ignored. Think about how the body works. Normally, your kidneys filter waste and balance fluids, while your bladder holds urine until it's time to release. But when thirst never seems satisfied and urination becomes constant, something in that balance is broken. One of the most common causes is diabetes. When blood sugar is too high, the kidneys pull extra water from the body to flush it out, which leads to excessive urine. As a result, you lose fluids, you feel thirsty, and the cycle continues. Many seniors dismiss this as just drinking more water, but in truth, it's often an early sign of uncontrolled diabetes. Another possibility is kidney disease. When the kidneys cannot concentrate urine properly, you pass more fluid, and your body tries to replace it by demanding more to drink. Over time, this constant push and pull leaves you weak, tired, and dehydrated. Picture this. You go to bed with a glass of water on your nightstand, but halfway through the night, you're already finishing it and refilling again. By morning, you've made several bathroom trips, yet you wake up with a dry mouth, feeling unrest. During the day, the same pattern continues. No matter how much you drink, you still feel thirsty, and no matter how often you urinate, you never feel relief. This is not just an inconvenience, it's your body shouting for help. Uncontrolled thirst and constant urination can damage the kidneys, strain the bladder, and throw off essential electrolytes. In diabetes, the longer blood sugar stays high, the more damage occurs in blood vessels, eyes, nerves, and heart. In kidney disease, the damage can become permanent if left untreated. There are other conditions too. Certain medications, hormone imbalances, and even rare disorders can trigger the same pattern. But the key point is simple: none of these situations are harmless, and all require medical evaluation. The emotional toll is heavy as well. Waking up repeatedly for water and bathroom trips ruins sleep. Fatigue builds, mood changes, and focus slips. Seniors often feel trapped in a cycle of constant drinking and constant urination, unsure what's wrong but afraid to ask for help. Here's the truth: help exists and answers are out there. A doctor can run simple blood and urine tests to check blood sugar, kidney function, and hormone levels. Treatment can include medication, lifestyle changes, or adjustments to diet that restore balance and break the cycle. So pay attention to the pattern. Occasional thirst is normal, but relentless thirst, paired with frequent urination both day and night, is a red flag. It means your body is struggling and it needs support. If you or a loved one experiences this, don't wait. Don't dismiss it as aging, don't rely only on drinking more water, and don't hope it will disappear. Instead, see a doctor, find the cause, and take action. Protecting your health begins with listening to these signs, and this one is too important to overlook. Sign number 6, constant fatigue, unexplained weight loss, and poor appetite. Feeling tired after a long day is normal, but when fatigue lingers every single day, when your body feels drained even after resting, it's a sign that something deeper may be going on. If that tiredness is combined with losing weight without trying, and a loss of appetite that makes eating feel like a chore, this is a serious red flag. Fatigue is one of the body's most common signals. It tells you that energy is being drained, that your body is fighting something, or that organs are not working the way they should. For seniors, constant fatigue linked to frequent nighttime urination can point to kidney problems, diabetes, or even certain cancers. Unexplained weight loss adds another layer of concern. When you drop pounds without dieting, it usually means your body is burning energy in unusual ways, or it's unable to absorb nutrients properly. This can happen with uncontrolled diabetes, where calories are lost in urine, or with kidney disease, where toxins build up and appetite fades. In some cases, weight loss may even be tied to hidden tumors. Poor appetite makes things worse. When you don't feel like eating, your body doesn't get the fuel it needs. Muscles weaken, immunity drops, and recovery slows. Seniors who eat less often fall into a spiral of weakness, where each meal skipped makes the next day harder. Picture this. You wake up feeling tired even after a full night in bed. Breakfast doesn't appeal to you, so you skip it. Over the next few weeks, your clothes feel loose, your face looks thinner, and family members begin to worry. You brush it off, telling yourself it's just age or stress, but the truth is your body is showing you warning signs. The danger lies in ignoring the pattern. Many older adults accept fatigue, weight loss, and poor appetite as part of aging, but these symptoms can reveal serious illnesses. Chronic kidney disease can make you exhausted and suppress hunger. Diabetes can strip away weight and energy. Cancers can cause the body to waste away silently. Another risk is malnutrition. Even small drops in food intake can create vitamin and protein deficiencies. That makes infections easier to catch, wounds slower to heal, and everyday strength harder to maintain. Over time, the combination of fatigue, weight loss, and poor appetite becomes life-threatening if not addressed. The emotional impact is heavy too. Seniors may feel depressed, isolated, or hopeless when food no longer tastes good and energy is always low. Families may mistake this for normal aging when in fact, treatment is possible and urgent. Here's the good news. Doctors can run simple blood tests, check organ function, and identify the root cause. Many of these conditions can be managed with medication, diet changes, or treatment plans that restore energy and appetite. But the key is not waiting until the body is too weak. So remember this. Fatigue, unexplained weight loss, and poor appetite are not just random, they are connected signs that your body is under stress. Together, they form one of the clearest warnings that something serious may be happening. If you or someone you love shows these symptoms, don't dismiss them, don't assume it's just age, and don't delay. Seek medical help, find the cause, and act early. Because when caught in time, many conditions can be treated and quality of life can return. Sign number 7. Existing health conditions and worsening nighttime urination. Having a medical condition like high blood pressure, heart disease, kidney problems, or diabetes is already a challenge. These conditions require daily care, regular checkups, and constant attention. But when frequent nighttime urination suddenly gets worse in someone with these health issues, it becomes more than just a nuisance. It can be a sign that the underlying disease is not under control, or that complications are developing. Let's start with high blood pressure and heart disease. When the heart struggles to pump effectively, fluid builds up in the body. During the day, that fluid settles in the legs and ankles. At night, when you lie down, it moves back into circulation and your kidneys push it out as urine. That's why worsening nocturia is often linked to hidden heart failure, a condition that needs urgent attention. With kidney disease, the story is different but equally serious. Healthy kidneys filter waste and regulate fluid. When kidneys are damaged, they may lose the ability to concentrate urine. The result is frequent urination, both day and night, often paired with fatigue and swelling. If nighttime trips to the bathroom increase suddenly in someone with known kidney problems, it's a strong warning that kidney function may be declining. Diabetes adds another layer. When blood sugar levels are uncontrolled, excess glucose spills into the urine, dragging water along with it. This causes increased urination and constant thirst. For someone with diabetes, a sudden rise in nighttime bathroom trips can mean blood sugar is dangerously high, or that complications are advancing. Picture this. An older adult with diabetes and high blood pressure starts waking up 5 or 6 times a night, when before it was only 2. They feel exhausted in the morning, their ankles look swollen, and their blood sugar readings are higher than usual. This is not just aging, this is a signal that their health conditions are no longer stable. The risk is huge. Each condition on its own can strain the body, but together they create a fragile balance. When nocturia worsens, it often means that balance is tipping in the wrong direction. Ignoring this warning can lead to sudden heart failure, kidney failure, or dangerous spikes in blood sugar. The emotional toll is heavy too. Seniors with chronic illness already deal with strict diets, medications, and frequent doctor visits. Adding sleepless nights and constant urination creates frustration, fear, and exhaustion. Families may notice mood changes, memory slips, or falls from fatigue. These are not small side effects, they are consequences of untreated disease. The good news is, worsening nocturia does not have to end in crisis. Doctors can adjust medications, test kidney and heart function, and check blood sugar control. Small changes, like altering the timing of diuretics or fine-tuning insulin, can make a big difference. But the key is noticing the change early and not dismissing it as just age. So here's the rule to remember. If you or someone you love has a chronic health condition, and nighttime urination suddenly gets worse, take it seriously. Don't wait, don't self-adjust medicine, and don't assume it will pass. Talk to your doctor, explain the pattern, and get checked. Because worsening nocturia in someone with high blood pressure, heart disease, kidney problems, or diabetes is not random. It is a red flag, and catching it early could prevent a medical emergency. We've talked through 7 important signs, and now it's time to pause and reflect. Nighttime urination may seem small at first, but as we've seen, it can tell us so much about the health of the body. Each sign is like a message, sometimes quiet, sometimes loud, but always asking for our attention. The first sign, when nighttime trips keep increasing, reminds us that the body is changing. It may not be dangerous right away, but it shows the bladder, kidneys, or hormones are under stress. Paying attention early can save years of discomfort later. The second sign, waking up tired and losing sleep, touches more than just the body. Sleep is where healing happens. Without rest, the mind grows heavy, memory slips, and the heart weakens. Seniors and their families often see this as normal aging, but it is more than that. Sleep loss is a real health risk. Then we spoke about pain, burning, or urgency. These are never just small irritations. They point toward infection, blockage, or even more serious conditions. Acting quickly can turn a painful problem into a manageable one and prevent complications. The fourth sign, swelling in the legs, ankles, or belly, tells us about circulation, the heart, and the kidneys. When fluid builds up, it's not only uncomfortable, it's a clear red flag. This is the body asking for help, and ignoring it can lead to emergencies. The fifth sign, constant thirst and heavy urination day and night, connects directly to blood sugar and kidney health. This sign can feel overwhelming because it affects every part of life, from energy to sleep to mood. Yet, with the right medical care, it can often be controlled. The sixth sign, fatigue, weight loss, and poor appetite, is one of the most worrying. When the body loses weight without reason, it is usually working harder than it should. Energy drains, appetite fades, and daily life feels heavy. This is never just aging, it is the body calling for deeper investigation. Finally, the seventh sign, when chronic illnesses like high blood pressure, diabetes, heart, or kidney disease combine with worsening nocturia, the risk is highest. These are the moments when families must not wait. Quick action, honest conversations with doctors, and careful treatment can make all the difference. Hearing all of this may feel overwhelming, maybe even frightening. But remember, knowledge is power. Each of these signs is not meant to scare you, it is meant to guide you. The body is wise, it always gives signals before things become too dangerous. By noticing, by caring, and by taking the right steps, you can protect health, improve sleep, and keep independence. For seniors, every night of restful sleep matters. For families, every step toward understanding brings comfort. You are not alone in this journey. Millions of people across the world face the same struggles with nighttime urination. What matters most is listening, caring, and acting with love and patience. So, take this message with warmth and hope. If you or someone you love notices these signs, don't ignore them. Reach out to a doctor, share your concerns, and trust that early care leads to better outcomes. Health is never just about the body, it's about peace of mind, strong relationships, and the joy of living each day fully. May this knowledge bring you clarity, comfort, and the courage to take the next step toward better nights and brighter mornings. If this video gave you helpful insights, please show your support with a like. It really makes a difference. Share it with family or friends who may be struggling. Your small action can bring them comfort. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss the tips and guidance we share each week. Together, we can make health challenges less scary and nights more peaceful. Leave a comment below, tell us your thoughts, or share your own story, because your voice matters, and your experience can help others too.